Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at Lumen Field here in the SoDo district of Seattle. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. First quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. This is DJ Reed returning. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. This one complete to Scott Miller. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards on the play. A little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. He'll get only a couple down to the 44. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high,
pressure comes and Wilson's going to go down.
And that's their first sack of this game. But how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. Touchdown! Scotty Miller, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. With these Thursday night games, sometimes you get those quick turnarounds. You wonder how a team is going to start. They started really well.
Everyone's always wondering, going into a Thursday night game, who has their legs, who has the overall health of the team. But mentally, if you get that early edge, the other team might think to itself, it's been a short week. We're not really ready to go. You might run them into the ground that way. That's why getting that early score means a lot.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. But that's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Flush to his right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Trey Flowers picks it, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. After the interception, here's Wilson. Flushed out right. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Play action. Now Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he works free. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. Throws left side. Atwell's got it. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's fourth down. And Gay knocks this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. Play action. It's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, but it's going to be second down. A handoff. McCaffrey running right. Sheds off the tackle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Trying to improvise. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. This defense for the Rams, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on fourth. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Dancing to his left. He's going to go up top for the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much, don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, is so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
They go play action with Wilson. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught, but the back judge right there. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over.
Yeah, remember now, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear video evidence to the contrary. And I give these officials a lot of credit.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he will bring it back. It's an interception returned for a Rams touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now Wilson on first down. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Only needing 2 yards on second down. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And the Seahawks on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, their first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. So as they take it over, we step aside. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll run with Penny. And try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now Stafford. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Here's Stafford. That's out to the flat for Akers. The ball comes out, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. All fumbles are costly, but that one really hurts because he had the first down.
Yeah, that's all he needed, right? But the problem is we coach these guys to try and get more. but that doesn't count if you don't bring the ball with you, does it?
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, L.A. Well, he's been doing this for more than a decade now, showing that he's still got that arm strength from back when he was the #1 overall pick.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On 1st down, Wilson. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They go play action now. Wilson. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Check 13.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter.
A 50-yard attempt.
And Myers able to knock it through, and that will do it for this first half. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission as we send you cross country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. A fairly short kick from the 14. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Stafford. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Stafford. On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And he's able to... to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Wilson flush to his right. Catch is made by Metcalf. Touchdown, Seahawks. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks on just 2 plays have taken the lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. 2nd and 10. Now it's Stafford. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Stafford now to throw. This one to the left to Higbee. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A good pickup there at 22. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Play action. Stafford. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
And a good grab there by Cooper Kupp. Picks up a first down for the Rams. And Kupp's gone over the 90 reception mark each of the last 2 years. One of the best route runners, one of the most precise route runners in the NFL. He's really going to help his new quarterback, Matthew Stafford.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's Stafford. He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1.
He'll dump this off to Akers.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. They snap it to Stafford. He's got Higbee complete right side. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football.
Everyone gears up for 3rd down, talks about the importance of it. But 4th down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on 4th down.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. This is McCaffrey on the give. The UCLA product, Kenny Young, had the tackle. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Play action. It's Wilson. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another 1st down.
One of the more productive and durable players up until last year. Remember, in 2019, 116 catches, which was an all-time record.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down.
They go play action with Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
16 yards on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. 19 yards is the pickup there, but even with that, they're well short. It's 4th down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've got an answer for it.
Myers' kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Stafford. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Touchdown, L.A.!
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Oh, look at the juke. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
55 rushing yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. Play action. Now Wilson. And his throw is incomplete.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in a stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his second drop, indeed, not a good look.
He's crossing. He's checking cross.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson eluding the pressure right. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Going deep this time for Miller.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
To throw again is Wilson. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now Wilson. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Flush to his right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2. They go play action now. Wilson. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Touchdown! Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
Did you see how the linebackers froze for...
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Oh, no, and it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready Well, now how about this return? And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. From the 50, Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. And he was trying to get it to Tutu Atwell there. And it's second down. To throw is Stafford. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking for Cooper Kupp there. And that'll make it third down.
You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That's going to bring up fourth down, only a gain of 2 there. Desperation time for Stafford on fourth down. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Throwing now is Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket. Going up top for Miller. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on third.
Watch the pass.
Now Wilson. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion. Oh, Wilson going to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Scotty Miller with his third touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. Wilson going to throw for it. And the Seahawks are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Van Jefferson was the intended receiver.
And that'll bring up second down.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
So now Stafford and the Rams after the sack. And they're staring up at a 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the Pro Bowl cornerback, Richard Sherman, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Wilson wants to throw it. Being chased out left. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. To throw is Wilson. It's caught. It's Miller. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. On 3rd and 1, Wilson. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. They've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Seahawks, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll get a few extra